Celebrity chef and fitness expert Robert Irvine knows what it's like to live a busy lifestyle, and he's here with us today to share ways we can all eat healthy at home. Welcome, Chef Robert.
Good morning, Sherry. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well, and you?
I'm awesome. Every time I wake up in the morning, I feel great.
Oh, good. Well, that sounds perfect to me. Okay, now everyone who's ever watched you on a Food Network show, whether it's Chopped or Restaurant Impossible or any of them, knows that you have a real genuine interest and passion in health, fitness, and healthy eating. What drives that passion for you?
Well, obviously, thank you for saying that. I was in the military for a long time. I feed the military worldwide now. We have a restaurant in the Pentagon. So for me, healthy eating and food go hand in hand with a happy lifestyle. You know, when we eat well, we make better decisions. When we sleep well, we make better decisions. And they're all combined. Health, sleep, and exercise makes a better human being.
Oh, absolutely agree. Now, I recently read a fact that I found kind of surprising. According to data collected by Food Genius, 70 to 80% of us don't know what we're having for dinner by 4 p.m. Why do you think this is the case?
You know, our lifestyles are so busy and we don't pre-plan. And if you watch all these shows, I'm the one that says, you know what, if you have a busy lifestyle, why don't you try and plan on a Sunday what you're going to do the rest of the week and at least have ingredients in your refrigerator so you can knock food up in 10 minutes. Not many people do that because they're so busy. You know, husbands and wives both work 2 jobs. They've got kids that go to after-school programs. There's babysitters in the mix. So it's tough with our changing society. How do we plan? But there is a way to make things simpler for you. And you know, around the world and the travels that I've had, people always say to me, excuse me, we don't have the time, we don't have the money, and we don't have the know-how to cook healthy food. And when you sit there and listen to that over and over and over again, there's suddenly something, a light bulb goes off in your head. And that's why we created Sidekicks. Sidekicks is restaurant quality food in under 10 minutes for less than $7, 3 simple steps, and you cannot go wrong. There are no excuses when you say, well, I can't put good food on the table. It takes you less to make a sidekick dish than it does to go through a drive-through and order food. So look, when I talk about sidekick, these are side dishes to go with proteins. This is our sesame ginger stir fry with red onions, sugar snap peas, carrots, garlic, bok choy, all in a sesame ginger dressing. Over here is our Provençal ratatouille with yellow squash, zucchini, onions, olives, sun-dried tomatoes, and garlic. Over here, garlic balsamic broccoli with raisins, red onions, and pine nuts. And the gem here, which I absolutely love, braised collard greens with bacon. So imagine being able to come home, open a bag of ingredients, and create one of these dishes in under 10 minutes. And it's simple. You get a bag of Sidekicks, you use a pair of scissors, cut the top off, take all the ingredients out, put it onto your countertop, and they're all numbered, 1 through 5 or 1 through 7. You put a pan on to get it nice and hot, take package number 1, which is the grapeseed oil, cut it open, put it into the pan, followed by package number 2, which are onions, get them golden brown. They're red onions, lots of sugar, then goes in our vegetables. Pretty straightforward so far, right? It's not difficult. Then we take our garlic. Instead of starting with garlic that burns quickly and gives us that bitter taste, we put our garlic in next. We want that sweetness, we want the aroma, we want the flavor, but I don't want it burnt. Then we add our dressing, our sesame ginger dressing, and a teaspoon of water. That gives us a nice coating of our vegetables. And when you've done that, you've cooked it, it ends up just like this, like I'm showing you here on this plate. Now imagine this with some shrimp, some sauteed shrimp, some scallops, some chicken. Simple food that your kids can help you do that is restaurant quality. 3 steps. On the back of the packet, it says open packet 1, open packet 2, open. It's cooking 101. Right? There is a video, a 2-minute video for each one of the dishes. If you don't want to read it, you can pull it up on your phone, watch it, and cook along with me. Or your kids can cook along with me, as long as there's a parent there, because it's hot, obviously. So I want to really get people cooking together, sitting together, eating together, because that's what family and food is all about, is having fun. There's very little cleanup, one pan, one spoon, and however many plates you have, knives and forks, but there is nothing out there that says freshness. Now look, when I say fresh, I mean fresh. It's literally restaurant quality food from the produce aisle, not a frozen aisle.
Okay.
So we're talking real food. Simple steps, easy, under $7. And you can only get it at Walmart. They have been the driver and innovator of fresh food. And I'm so happy to partner with them because I have learned so much about what the general consumer thinks about time. Oh, we don't have time to do that. Well, I've taken all their myths. I don't have time. I don't have the knowledge. I don't have the money. What excuse do we have now? There is none. Now you've got to get sidekicks and cook for your family, with your family, for your family.
Okay, well, that works for me. And where do we find more information online? You mentioned going and then looking up videos. Where are those located?
For more information, you go to robertirvinefoods.com/sidekicks. All the information's there. The videos are there. Now, here's the fun thing. You can post a video, #sidekicks, and tell me what you're doing with your family. Have the kids cook it. You can watch it, and then you can sit down and eat it all together. It's an amazing bonding time. And if you just have a busy lifestyle, go and grab it. It takes you less than 10 minutes.
Absolutely. I understand that completely. I have 4 kids myself, so I get it.
Well,
now,
you're a busy mom.
I am, definitely. I was just dropping people off at school, actually, before we got on the phone here.
Well, imagine this. Taking your time, picking up a couple of bags, going home, get the kids doing what they're doing their homework, and you'll have meals on the table within 10 minutes. Guaranteed.
That definitely works for me. Now, before we part ways here, I want to talk about your TV career for a minute.
Yes.
I really enjoyed Restaurant Impossible. There was something about it that just, I don't know, it had a strong appeal for me. Now, I can see how it would be challenging to try to revamp a struggling business like that, but what aspect of the process did you find to be most challenging?
The most challenging part of Restaurant Impossible is to get people to trust and understand in a very short period of time that you're there to help them. For me, it's not a television show. It's a family in need that have lost their way in a business, and small business in America is what made America. And my job is to save them small businesses from themselves and making the mistakes that they make. Unfortunately, in that equation, there are children, there are spouses, and there are workers. So we have to navigate, the children didn't decide to get in the restaurant business. Right. The family did. And the children are the ones that suffer because they don't see mom and dad or both at the same time. And then they're arguing all the time about finances and people. So my job is to ascertain quickly why it's failing, who are the key players, what are the jobs and roles and responsibilities, and figure out should these people be in that business or be out of that business. Either way, fix the restaurant and say, you know what, you need to do this to be successful, or you need to exit this restaurant and sell it and move on. So that's probably the people.
Sure. Now, it sounds like, sorry to interrupt there, it sounded like there's kind of a connection between Restaurant Impossible's format and your new talk show that you just started on the CW, the Robert Irvine Show. I was surprised to see you doing a talk show with so much, Food Network success under your belt. Why did you decide to go down that road? It's the continuing vein of helping people. That was the same idea as Sidekicks. How can I help people in a busy life get great food? We run food in our military. We have a restaurant in the Pentagon. The talk show was an extension of Restaurant Impossible. Just take the restaurant out of it. We've gone from relationships. We've just started doing food-related topics such as conflict with food, being overweight and obese, conflict with obviously marriages and families, but also conflict with exercise. So we've had a gambit of folks have had rehabilitation and alcoholism and drugs. We've had unruly teens that we put straight. And the difference between Restaurant Impossible and the talk show is I follow up on the talk show of all the people as we go by. Restaurant Impossible, we went back there or returned there after 50 episodes. So there's much more follow-up on the talk show than there was on Restaurant Impossible, but the stories are more intense. That's for sure. Got it. Well, what time is your show on?
It's syndicated across the country between 1 and 3 and 1 and 4, depending where you are. You'd have to check out the local listings because I don't know them off the top of my head. But the show is getting great reviews and great ratings. Some more Food Network shows coming. A lot of travel with our military. And again, extending the line of sidekicks here with Walmart, because I truly believe this is a revolutionizing piece of our food. You know, our families are going to cook together, and then we've made it easy for them thanks to Walmart. And it's fresh.
That sounds wonderful. I'm going to have to check it out.
Well, I look forward to talking to you again when you've tried it. Send us a video, hashtag sidekicks. And again, robertirvinefoods.com/sidekicks. You can get more information in the videos.
Okay, Robert, last question before I go.
Okay.
Would you ever consider competing on Dancing with the Stars?
Would I ever consider competing on Dancing with the Stars? Yes. If you've got a tank for me to dance with. Because I've got 3 left feet and I go around in circles.
Okay, that works for me. Okay, Robert, thank you so much for your time.
You're so welcome. Bye-bye.
Have a wonderful day.
And you.